everyone, and welcome back. You're listening to the English Conversation Podcast. I'm Erica.
And I'm Marco. We're so happy you're here with us today. Thank you for spending your time improving your English.
Every day, we talk about real-life topics using simple, natural English. You learn just like you're talking with friends.
And today's topic is extremely important for anyone looking for a job or preparing for an interview. We're going to teach you 100 essential phrases for job interviews in English.
That's right. Whether you're applying for your first job, changing careers, or aiming for a promotion, these phrases will help you feel confident and sound professional.
We'll cover everything, from greeting the interviewer, talking about your strengths and weaknesses, describing your past experience, asking smart questions, and closing the interview strongly.
So, if you find this helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell so you never miss a new lesson.
Ready? Let's get started. Erica, have you ever been nervous before a job interview?
Oh, absolutely. I think everyone feels nervous, but being prepared with the right phrases makes a huge difference. For example, before the interview even starts, you should know how to greet the interviewer confidently.
Yes. When you first meet them, you can say, "It's a pleasure to meet you," or "Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today." Those are great openers.
And if there's more than one person, you can say, "Thank you all for having me," or "I appreciate the opportunity to be here."
Exactly. Now, one of the first questions is usually, "Tell me about yourself." How should we answer that?
This is your chance to give a short summary of your professional background. You can start with, "I've been working in industry for number years," or "I recently graduated with a degree in subject." Then add, "I'm passionate about skill or field," and finish with, "I'm excited about this opportunity because..."
Good structure. And keep it under 2 minutes. You don't want to talk too long.
Right. Another common question is, what are your strengths? For that, you can say, "One of my greatest strengths is," or "I'm very good at," or "I've been told that I excel at."
And you should always give an example. For instance, in my last job, I...
Exactly. Then they'll ask about weaknesses. This is tricky. You want to be honest but show growth. You can say, "I sometimes struggle with," or "I've been working on improving my," or "In the past, I found something challenging, but I've taken steps to improve by..."
That shows self-awareness. Never say, "I have no weaknesses." That sounds fake.
Agreed. Next, they might ask, "Why do you want to work here?" You should have researched the company. Say, "I admire your company's mission to," or "I've been following your work on project, and I'd love to contribute," or "Your values align with my own, especially..."
Great. And if they ask, "Why should we hire you?" that's your chance to sell yourself. Say, "I bring specific skill and experience that will help your team achieve goal," or "I'm confident I can solve this problem because I've done it before."
Perfect. Now let's talk about experience. They'll ask, "Can you describe your previous role?" You can say, "In my previous position as job title, I was responsible for," or "My main duties included," or "I successfully managed project that resulted in outcome."
Use numbers if possible. "I increased sales by 20%, or "I led a team of 10 people." That's powerful.
Yes, and if you have a gap in your resume, be honest but positive. Say, "I took time off to care for family, study, travel, and during that time I learned skill," or "I used that period to update my skills through online courses."
Good advice. What about, "Where do you see yourself in 5 years?"
You want to show ambition, but also loyalty. Say, I hope to grow into a leadership role within this company, or I see myself mastering skill and contributing to long-term projects here, or I want to be in a position where I can mentor others.
That shows you're committed. Now, sometimes they ask, why did you leave your last job? Be careful.
Yes, never speak badly about a previous employer. Say, I was looking for new challenges, or the company restructured and my position was eliminated, or I wanted to pursue a career path more aligned with my skills, or I learned a lot there, but I felt it was time to move on to grow further.
Very diplomatic. Now, what about salary? When they ask, what are your salary expectations?
Do your research first, then say, based on my experience and the market rate, I'm looking for something in the range of X to Y. Or, I'm flexible, but I'd like something competitive with industry standards. You can also say, I'd like to learn more about the responsibilities before giving a specific number.
Smart. And if they ask, are you willing to travel or can you work overtime?
Say, yes, I'm open to travel as needed. Or, I'm happy to work extra hours when the project requires it. If you have limits, say, I can travel up to 2 weeks per month, or I'm available for overtime occasionally.
Now, let's cover behavioral questions. For example, tell me about a time you faced a challenge at work.
Use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Start with, in my previous job, we faced a situation where, then my task was to, then I took the following actions. Finally, as a result, we achieved.
Good. And give an example of how you worked in a team.
Say, I collaborated with colleagues on a project where we had different opinions. I listened to everyone's input, and we found a compromise. The project was a success because we worked together.
Now, what about questions you should ask the interviewer? This is very important. Many candidates forget.
Yes, always have questions ready. You can ask, can you tell me about the company culture? Or what does a typical day look like in this role? Or what are the biggest challenges the team is facing right now? Also, how do you measure success in this position? And what opportunities are there for professional development?
Those are excellent. It shows you're engaged. You can also ask, what do you enjoy most about working here? That makes the conversation more personal.
Absolutely. Now, near the end of the interview, they might say, do you have any other questions? Don't say no. Say, just one more. What are the next steps in the hiring process?
Good. And when the interview is ending, how do you close?
You should say, thank you so much for your time, or I really appreciate the opportunity to learn more about this role. Then, I look forward to hearing from you, or when can I expect to hear about the next step?
And after the interview, don't forget to send a follow-up email. What should you write?
Write a thank you email within 24 hours. Say, Dear name, thank you again for meeting with me today. I enjoyed learning about something specific. I'm very excited about the possibility of joining your team. Please let me know if I can provide any more information. Best regards, your name.
That's professional and polite. Now let's talk about some tricky or unexpected questions. For example, what is your biggest failure?
Say, my biggest failure was when describe something work-related that went wrong, but I learned this lesson and I've never repeated that mistake. Keep it professional, not personal failures.
Another one, how do you handle stress or pressure?
Say, I stay calm by prioritizing tasks and breaking big projects into smaller steps. Or I take short breaks to clear my mind and I communicate with my team if I need support. Or I actually work well under pressure. It helps me focus.
Good. What motivates you?
Say, I'm motivated by solving problems and seeing results. Or, I love learning new skills and taking on challenges. Or, helping my team succeed is what drives me.
Are you a leader or a follower?
Say, I can be both.
I lead when I have the expertise, and I follow when someone else has a better idea. I believe in teamwork.
That's a balanced answer. Now, what if they ask, how do you deal with difficult coworkers?
Be diplomatic. Say, I try to understand their perspective first and communicate openly. If there's a conflict, I focus on the problem, not the person. I've found that most issues can be resolved with respectful conversation.
Excellent. Now, let's talk about virtual interviews. Many interviews are online now. What phrases are useful?
Before starting, say, "Can you hear me clearly?" Or, "Please let me know if my video or audio has any issues." During the interview, say, "Let me repeat that to make sure I understood," if the connection is bad. And at the end, "Thank you for the virtual meeting. I appreciate the flexibility."
Good point. Also, dress professionally even from home. Now, what about phone interviews?
Say, "Hello, this is your name. Thank you for calling." Speak clearly. If you need a moment, say, "Could you please repeat that? The connection is a little unclear." Or, "Let me just find a quiet spot. One moment, please."
Now, let's talk about some key vocabulary words related to job interviews. These will help you sound more professional.
Great idea. First word, qualifications. This means the skills, experience, and education that make you suitable for a job. You can say, "My qualifications include a degree in marketing and 5 years of sales experience."
Second word, accomplishment. This means something successful you've done. Say, one of my biggest accomplishments was increasing customer retention by 30%.
Third word, career path. This is the series of jobs or positions you've had. Say, "I'm looking for a role that aligns with my long-term career path."
Fourth word, reference. This is a person who can speak about your work. Say, I have 3 professional references available upon request.
Fifth word, portfolio. This is a collection of your work samples. Say, "I've brought a portfolio of my previous projects to show you."
Sixth word, negotiate. This means to discuss terms to reach an agreement. Say, "I'd like to negotiate the starting salary based on my experience."
Seventh word, probation period. This is a trial period at the beginning of a job. Say, "Is there a probation period for this position?"
Eighth word, benefits. These are extras like health insurance, vacation days, etc. Say, "Could you tell me more about the benefits package?"
Ninth word, career growth. This means opportunities to advance. Say, "I'm interested in career growth within this company."
10th word, notice period. This is how much time you need to give before leaving a job. Say, "My notice period at my current job is 2 weeks."
Now let's practice some full sentences you might use in different parts of the interview. Marco, pretend you're the interviewer and ask me some questions.
Okay, so Erica, tell me about yourself.
Certainly. I've been working in digital marketing for the past 6 years, focusing on social media strategy. I'm passionate about data-driven campaigns, and I recently led a project that increased engagement by 40%. I'm excited about this role because your company is known for innovation.
Great. Next question. What is your greatest weakness?
I sometimes struggle with delegating tasks because I like to control details. However, I've been taking courses on team management, and I now trust my colleagues more. I've seen improvement in our team's efficiency.
Good answer. Why do you want to leave your current job?
I've learned a lot in my current role, but I'm seeking new challenges and opportunities to grow. Your company offers exactly the kind of creative environment I'm looking for.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
I hope to be in a senior leadership role within this company, mentoring younger team members and helping to shape strategy. I want to grow with the organization.
Excellent. Now, do you have any questions for me?
Yes. What does success look like for this role in the first 90 days?
Also, could you describe the team I'd be working with? And finally, what are the next steps in your hiring process?
Those are perfect questions. Now, what about some phrases for handling stress during an interview? For example, if you don't know an answer.
Say, "That's an interesting question. Let me think for a moment." Or, "I don't have direct experience with that, but here's how I would approach it." Or, "Could you rephrase the question? I want to make sure I answer correctly."
Never say, "I don't know," and stop. Always try to show your thinking process.
Exactly. And if you need to buy time, you can say, "That's a great question. Let me give you an example from my experience."
Now, what about phrases for ending the interview on a strong note?
Say, "Based on our conversation, I believe my skills are a great match for this position." Or, "I'm very enthusiastic about this opportunity, and I hope to move forward." Or, "Is there anything else I can clarify about my background?"
And after the interview, send that thank you email. What if you haven't heard back in a week?
You can send a polite follow-up. Say, "Dear name, I wanted to follow up on my interview from last week. I remain very interested in the position. Please let me know if there's any update. Thank you again for your time."
Good.
Now, let's put together a list of 100 essential phrases. We've mentioned many already. Let me organize them by category so our listeners can review.
Great idea. Let's list them clearly.
It's a pleasure to meet you. Thank you for taking the time to meet with me today. Thank you all for having me. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. Good morning, afternoon, everyone. I've heard great things about your company. Thank you for inviting me. I'm excited to be here. Please call me first name. Let me introduce myself. I've been working in industry for a number of years. I recently graduated with a degree in subject. I'm passionate about skill or field. I'm excited about this opportunity because my background is in area. I've always been interested in field. I'm a adjective person who enjoys activity. Let me give you a brief overview of my career. One of my greatest strengths is I'm very good at. I've been told that I excel at. My key skill is I'm known for my ability to. I pride myself on. I have a proven track record in. Category 4. Weaknesses. 6 phrases. I sometimes struggle with. I've been working on improving my. In the past, I found something challenging, but I've taken steps to improve. I'm learning to. I tend to weakness, so I've started solution. An area I'm developing is. Category 5. Why you want the job. 8 phrases. I admire your company's mission to. I've been following your work on project, and I'd love to contribute. Your values align with my own, especially. I'm looking for a role where I can use my skill. This position matches my career goals perfectly. I want to work for a company that. I've always respected your brand because. I believe I can make an immediate impact here. Category 6. Why we should hire you. 6 phrases. I bring skill and experience that will help your team achieve goal. I'm confident I can solve problem because I've done it before. I'm a quick learner and hard worker. I have the exact qualifications you're looking for. I'll add value from day one. I'm passionate and dedicated to success. Category 7. Talking about experience. 8 phrases. In my previous position as job title, I was responsible for. My main duties included: I successfully managed project that resulted in outcome. I increased metric by percentage. I led a team of number people. I was awarded recognition for. My role involved responsibility. I gained experience in area.
Category 8. Resume gaps and leaving last job. 7 phrases. I took time off to, and during that time I learned. I used that period to update my skills through online courses. I was looking for new challenges. The company restructured and my position was eliminated. I wanted to pursue a career path more aligned with my skills. I learned a lot there, but I felt it was time to move on. I left to seek better growth opportunities. Category 9. Future goals. 5 phrases. I hope to grow into a leadership role within this company. I see myself mastering and contributing to long-term projects. I want to be in a position where I can mentor others. My 5-year plan is to become an expert in. I aim to take on more responsibility over time. Category 10. Salary and logistics. Based on my experience, I'm looking for a range of X to Y. I'm flexible, but I'd like something competitive. I'd like to learn more about the responsibilities before giving a number. Yes, I'm open to travel as needed. I'm available to start in time frame. My notice period is duration. Category 11. Behavioral questions, STAR method. In my previous job, we faced a situation where my task was to. I took the following actions. As a result, we achieved. I learned that. Category 12. Questions to ask the interviewer. 8 phrases. Can you tell me about the company culture? What does a typical day look like in this role? What are the biggest challenges the team is facing? How do you measure success in this position? What opportunities are there for professional development? What do you enjoy most about working here? What are the next steps in the hiring process? Can I meet the team I'd be working with? Category 13. Closing the interview. 6 phrases. Thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate the opportunity to learn more. I look forward to hearing from you. When can I expect to hear about the next step? Based on our conversation, I believe my skills are a great match. I hope to move forward in the process. Thank you again for meeting with me today. I enjoyed learning about something specific. I'm very excited about the possibility of joining your team. Please let me know if I can provide any more information. I wanted to follow up on my interview from last week. That's an interesting question. Let me think for a moment. I don't have direct experience with that, but here's how I would approach it. Could you rephrase the question? Let me give you an example from my experience. Is there anything else I can clarify about my background?
Marco, wow, Erica. That's a complete list of 100 phrases.
That's incredibly useful.
It is, and the best part is that you don't have to memorize them all at once. Pick 10 that are most relevant to your situation, practice them, and then add more.
Exactly. Now, let's quickly review the key vocabulary words we discussed earlier. We have 10 important terms.
Yes. Number 1, qualifications, the skills and experience for a job. Number 2, accomplishment, something successful you've done. Number 3, career path, your work journey. Number 4, reference, someone who recommends you. Number 5, portfolio, collection of your work.
Number 6, negotiate, to discuss terms. Number 7, probation period, trial period at a new job. Number 8, benefits, extras like insurance and vacation. Number 9, career growth, opportunities to advance. Number 10, notice period, time between quitting and leaving.
Perfect. Now let's think about what we covered today. We started with greetings and opening lines. Then we moved to talking about yourself, strengths, weaknesses, experience. Then we discussed why you want the job and why they should hire you.
We also covered handling questions about salary, logistics, and behavioral questions using the STAR method. Then we talked about asking smart questions to the interviewer, closing strongly, sending follow-up emails, and handling difficult questions.
That's a complete interview preparation. The key is to practice these phrases out loud. Record yourself. Do mock interviews with a friend.
Absolutely. Confidence comes from preparation. Now, we have a question for you, our listeners.
Yes, our question of the day is, what is the most common interview question you struggle with, and what phrase will you use to answer it next time?
Marco, for me, I used to struggle with "tell me about yourself." But now I use the phrase, "I've been working in industry for number years, and I'm passionate about skill."
Good. For me, I used to be nervous about what's your weakness, but now I say, I sometimes struggle with delegating, but I've been improving by trusting my team more.
So, listeners, please write in the comments. Tell us your answer. For example, I struggle with "why should we hire you?" And I will say, I bring specific skills that match your needs.
We read every comment, and your answers help other learners too. Now, if you found this lesson helpful, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe, and click the bell.
We publish new English conversation videos every day. Don't miss them. Keep practicing and believe in yourself. You can succeed in your next job interview.
Have a wonderful day wherever you are. Good luck with your interviews. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
Summary of the lesson. This lesson teaches 100 essential English phrases for job interviews, covering every stage from greeting to follow-up. Erica and Marco break down the interview into 15 categories. Greetings and opening. Use "It's a pleasure to meet you" and "Thank you for taking the time." Telling about yourself includes "I've been working in industry for number years." For strengths, say, "One of my greatest strengths is." For weaknesses, be honest but show growth. "I've been working on improving my." Why you want the job. "I admire your company's mission to." Why hire you? "I bring skill that will help your team achieve goal." Experience should use numbers. "I increased sales by 20%. Resume gaps are handled with "I used that time to update my skills." Future goals. "I hope to grow into a leadership role." Salary. "Based on my experience, I'm looking for a range of X to Y." Behavioral questions use the STAR method: situation, task, action, result. Starting with, "In my previous job, we faced a situation where." Asking questions shows engagement. "Can you tell me about the company culture?" Closing the interview. "Thank you so much for your time. I look forward to hearing from you." Follow-up email includes, "Thank you again for meeting with me." Difficult questions are managed with, "Let me think for a moment," or "I don't have direct experience, but here's how I would approach it."